What up, though? Welcome to another episode of Don't Blame Me, Blame Detroit podcast with your boy Brandon Jordan. I'm here, man, with another episode, man, and so excited about this episode number 2. Before I get started, just throw out a couple of dates that I got coming up for people to be able to come out, see, and have a good time. I will be at the Madhouse Comedy Club in San Diego, June 20th. Also, I will be at Sycamore Tavern in LA off of Sunset on July 5th. And then July 19th, I will be at the Stellar Alder Theater, which is going. I can't wait for that show because that's a dope lineup that we got for that night. So, as I was, thinking about the topic for this next episode, I was just thinking about stuff, not just only that I go through, but, a lot of guys go through. So, I was talking to a lot of my male friends and other comedians, about this. And we're talking about how it seems like women nowadays, more than ever, likes to, celebrate rejecting guys. Rejection is like a big thing with women nowadays. I don't know what it is. It seems like, I don't know. It just seems like, especially when you look on social media, women, as soon as they get the opportunity to turn a dude down, it seems like it's celebrated. Oh, yeah, this dude all in my DMs, and, I don't know why they all up in my DMs. All these lame niggas. I understand that. But at the same time, you go on there, all you see all day is, I'm lonely. I wish I can find a man that I can talk to. Oh, man. So it's like, I don't get it, about this rejecting culture. And so last night when I was going through my notes and my special guest that I had today, I had forgot about something that we do have in common about this topic because of how we met. And so I forgot about it. I honestly did. And so last night I was sitting back and I said, damn, this is this was the perfect person to put on this episode. So I want to introduce my special guest today, the beautiful and talented Rochelle Pollard.
Thank you. I'm real curious. First and foremost, thank you so much for having me here. I'm super excited to be a part of this. But the way you're looking at me, I need to know what's going on. How did we meet?
Okay, so you don't remember how we met?
No, I don't.
So we met, I met you longer before you met me.
Okay.
I can't remember if I was living in Memphis or Dallas at the time. But all I remember is that I was watching YouTube and I came across an interview that you did.
Okay.
And it was an interview about dating and everything. It was you, I think, a girl and a guy.
Okay, Rome and Gail.
I think, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And y'all was sitting there talking. And as I'm watching it, you said something on there that triggered my interest. I already was like, damn, this girl fine as hell. But you said, but when you was on there, you said, oh, I love when a dude, I don't have a problem with dudes sliding in my DMs. I said, what?
Don't do me like that. I was a child.
So I slid into that DM, right? I slid into the DM just to introduce myself. But at the time, I had no plans to move to LA. So I said, I'm about to be spitting all this game, trying to spit this game, and for a waste of time, because I ain't got no money to be flying out to LA, So when I found out that I was moving to LA, I slid into them DMs again. And when I slid in them, that's when the conversation started. Opened up dialogue. We talked for a minute. So finally, I said, I went in for the kill. Hey, can I take you out? And I get hit with, I got a boyfriend.
What's wrong with that? If I got a boyfriend, I got a boyfriend. I wasn't a cheater then.
Did I?
I'm just saying.
So you're a cheater now?
I didn't say that either. But since we want to, let's hold on because I had to go dig in my DM. So when he reached out, he said, I wanted to tell you that I think that you are amazing and very beautiful woman. Keep doing what you are doing. I can't wait to see where your hard work takes you. Now, listen, y'all, that just sounds like a really sweet compliment. I am not an assumer.
It was from the heart.
As women should not be. You don't be assuming. Assuming make an ass out of you. And I responded back by saying, "Oh, thank you so much!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! That shows love. And then I said, "Really appreciate these kind words, and I surely will." What's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was just being nice. What are you talking about? Just like you were.
Mm-hmm.
How you really try to play me? This looks great. You played me? It just look. That's what I do all the time. And then when you say you reached out again, if I have a boyfriend, what I'm supposed to do?
Oh, I'm not saying that you're supposed to. I'm just saying that you rejected me when I came, you know what I'm saying, when I came at you. So that kind of like fit into what we was going to be talking about.
I mean, yeah, dude, but it's just
I ain't saying that it was a bad thing. I ain't
Okay.
saying that you know, that I had a vendetta against you or
Okay,
something
cool,
like that.
cool. Because you definitely was just like, why do females celebrate?
No,
But
okay.
it's just like, I responded to you as a real one would. You feel
No,
me?
yeah, you did. But
Yeah.
we talking about, a lot of these other females.
Okay.
know,
We're just gonna make sure.
Like, it's a lot of times, like, that I hear a lot of females, they get dressed and get out, to go out with their friends and stuff like
Absolutely.
that.
Mhm.
And they go out with their friends. And it's kind of like the opposite with the dudes. Dudes, so when they go out and they get with their boys, at the end of the night, they talking about, I got, I talked to old girl, got this and that. It's like women more happy when, oh yeah, girl, I turned that nigga down. Yeah, look what the little weak ass jeans he got on.
Wow.
Look at
It
you
sounds
know
like
what
you
I'm
talking
saying?
about little girls, not no women.
Hey.
Because first and
A lot
foremost,
of
when I
these-
get dressed up and I'm going
Mhm.
out, I'm going out for myself. I need my selfies. I get my likes. Like, I'm not worried about you. Not like you,
No,
but it's
see-
just like the men. It's just like I get dressed because I want to look and feel good, and that's how I keep myself up. So it's nothing wrong with, as we're not looking at you guys and just like, y'all dirty this, dirty that. It's hard times. If you have to get your pants from Ross, then baby, let's shop for less. I'm not stressing. I'm not going in on you. You sound like you talking about some teenage girls. We don't be doing that. Women don't be glorifying all of that. Mm-mm.
So okay. So with this with a lot more social media going on, and it seems like it's a lot more people meeting that way. What do you feel like is the right way for a guy to slide into the DM? With the intentions of trying to take you out.
I do believe we're grown now. I'm 27 now, so be straightforward, but be respectful. You don't need to be like, damn, baby, you got the body I need. Like, what? That's not it. That's not what I'm trying to hear. It's more like, just come respectful always first. Hey, my name is this. Introduce yourself because I may not know you, and I think that you're attractive. If you're open, I would like to, take you out. And either they're going to say yes or they're going to say no. Either or, shoot your shot. I'm all about shooting your shot.
Why is that?
It's fun. I just shot my shot like 2 days ago. And did I get a call? No, but I love doing it. I'm grown. I love this age. It's so much fun. So I get rejected all the time. I get rejected. Did I not say 2 days ago? I went, I went for media. Eric Bellinger and Chris Brown had a video release for A Type of Way, that song. And then I was with my camera girl. And I'm not even really on a date right now, but I was just like, oh my gosh, she is just so beautiful. I need to say something. And my roommate, Anise, she was just like, girl, if you don't take out your business card and give it to that man. And I was like, you are so right. So I went up to him. I was like, you know what? I don't know if you got a woman. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I think that you are attractive. And give me a call, summertime. Yeah. Did I get a call? No. But I get rejected all the time, and I don't mind.
But you said it was 2 days ago. So what do we hit you up next week?
It just depends on how I feel. I don't even remember you anymore. What?
I think that's just a woman thing.
Yeah, I mean, you better send a picture on your Instagram and stuff like that, but I don't even remember this person anymore. It was foggy. It was nighttime. Like, do you even really look like what we thought you looked like? Yeah.
But
And it took you a whole week?
I mean, he might have been busy.
Sure.
He might have been traveling.
Okay, well, if he's too busy for me.
He might still got 2 other side chicks that he trying to mess with.
And that just sounds like you need to go ahead and handle those side chicks. It wasn't for me. If it was for me, he would have been on it.
So for me, I feel like dating is more difficult for men than it is women.
You think so?
I think so.
Why?
I believe that it's more difficult because now it seems like women have taken the role of more control of the relationship status of where it's going nowadays. Versus the man usually still kind of, once you get, it's like this, okay. In the beginning stages to get to the relationship, I feel like the women have more control. But once the relationship starts, that's when the man that's when the man is supposed to take his role and lead the relationship.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel like it is nowadays.
All I'm going to say about that is basically the man is supposed to take the lead, period. I am a God-fearing woman, so I do believe that the man is the head of the household. So I feel that instantly. Like, I got to set the dates and I got to this. I want a man that's controlling. Like, not controlling in a negative aspect, just more of he owns that command. So it's just like, baby, this is what we're doing. That's what we're doing. It's like, okay, follow the leader. I like that.
But, like, okay, so... But it seemed like now, okay, I'm going from my experience.
Okay.
All right, so it's like, if I hit you, okay, you give me your number.
Mm-hmm.
So now I hit you up, hey, let's go out such and such. Now it seems like not more, especially being in LA.
Okay.
It seems like all you hear is, I know I'm busy. I don't have time, on that day, but we got to do this day. Okay, so now that's the part right there. So now I'm telling you this is available. Now you're telling me you don't have the time. So now...
I mean, it's LA. I have like 16 jobs. I'm right after this, I have to go pick up the kid that I nanny. And then right after I get off at 7:30, I got to braid here until midnight. And then I have a second job. Started this Friday. I'm going to be doing camp. And then I clean house. And then I Uber. Like, I do it all because we live in LA.
Okay.
Rent is high.
Okay.
So it's just it's just when you hit me up too, it was just like, oh, from 12 to 2, I'm like, perfect, because school gets out at like 2:30. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, you can make a way what you want. I mean, you're going to make time for what you want to make time for.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point, because I work a day job, 55 hours a week.
Ooh, child. We in there.
As soon as I get off of work, I'm hitting the comedy clubs.
Yeah. You gotta still do your dream job while you get paid.
So I have to make time to write. I have time to. I'm busy too.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I want to make time to see you, I can do that.
Absolutely.
That's not an issue.
Yeah.
But it seems like now more women are trying to control the time of when things happen. I'm just telling you from my experience.
Okay. I get you if that's your experience, but as we agree on, it's just like you're gonna make time for what you want to make time for. Because if Michael B. Jordan hits me up at 12:30 tonight after I finish braiding, even though I did all this stuff today, I'm still gonna say, hey.
Yeah, you go.
I'm gonna be in that thing. I'm gonna take my shower and I'm gonna be out. But it's just, if somebody who I'm not interested in hits me up, then no, I'm probably not going to make that time. So it's at the end of the day, it's whoever makes time for you. We don't even waste no time on nobody who's not going to spend or make time for you anyway.
Yeah, that's true too.
We ain't got to waste our time on those people.
Nah, but I don't know. It's like it's just weird nowadays, especially in this LA dating life. How
is the LA dating life for you? Because I hear so many stuff on Twitter. I was raised out here, so I'm used to it. But
the biggest thing for me is coming from Detroit and living in other, I lived in big cities, but not this is the biggest city I ever lived in.
Okay.
And so the difference for me, especially when I went back home recently, is that. It's not that people are not pursuing their dream, or doing things back home. It's just like after a certain time, it's chill time. It seems like here, from the time you wake up,
grind,
to the time you go to sleep, to the time you start dreaming at night, it's a total grind all day. It's never, let's chill down. It's always fake, people put it on the face, what I'm saying? Because everybody's working on a career and trying to get on. So so that's the difference for me. It just seems like more people in smaller, cities and stuff like that put more of it seems like you can get more of an effort of someone trying to date versus in LA, where it seems like you gotta sometimes feel like women want you to go through hoops and you barely even know their last name, or if they even worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to say, oh, let's go out to dinner. That's LA to me.
I mean, okay. Well, that's LA to you. I can't stop that. I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, people, if you put your shot, you shoot it out there, and they not messing with it, move on to the next. It's not. I mean, rejection, that hurts. So it's just like, why, mend on it. You know.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's funny because I was at the Laugh Factory Sunday and talking to guys, and it's just weird how sometimes we can get honest with each other by mistake. Because sometimes we might say something that we don't mean to,
Mm-hmm.
and when you say it, you be like, a lot of people, they start agreeing, and you be like, oh, that ain't the only one.
Absolutely.
So like we was talking, and I was just like, man, I said the last couple of months my shot been off. I've been shooting a low percentage. And next thing you know was like a couple other dudes like, shit, yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying? It's just been a dry, couple months.
Right.
And recently, like I was at a game night. It was called a kinky game night. It was an adult game night.
Oh, excuse me.
That I went to. And it was this one girl there that I hollered at. And this is not the first time I heard this.
Mm-hmm.
But and I said this to the group too, and they said the same thing, is that when I approached her, talked to her and everything, she was like, well, I don't give my number out.
Well, we don't know her history and why she does it. Did you ask?
I don't give a damn.
What if somebody
her
was
history
bugging her?
is.
What if somebody was really bugging her? I used to be like, I'm not going to say I used to be like that, but I'd be like, you can follow me. Just because it's just like, I don't want you to have my number and you're calling me and texting me. Oh my gosh. Like, some people don't get it. And like the DMs, I don't even check my DMs as much no more. Because people be harassing and they don't get it. And no matter how much a female will say no, they still be like, why? What do you mean why? If somebody told me no, I am out the door. Why would I stay? Michael B. Jordan, I think we'd be perfect together. He like, nah, shawty, I'm not with it. I don't understand why. You trying to get your feelings hurt? Like, why? Why are you still pressed?
Man, it's not about being pressed. That I'd rather you say at that, instead of telling me, oh, I don't give my number out, let's just follow each other on social media. Don't tell me that.
Well, I don't know what to say. No, I'm messing with you. I mean, now that I'm older, I don't mind giving out my number, but it's a sticky world too, and that it's harder for females too. Guys out here is crazy, like
we're crazy as hell too.
We are, and I hold that crown. But I mean, like seriously crazy, as in following you, as in will hurt you if you don't give certain, information and stuff like that, and you have to put that in account too, But she was bold to tell you that. You're not from here. No. I mean, but that's universal though. That's universal.
I had never heard that in my life.
Like guys being like with the bird calling and being aggressive?
No, with that, I'm talking about I have never heard in my life, I don't give out my number.
Oh, for sure. I used to say that, for sure. Maybe that is a LA thing, but... I
didn't live in a lot of places. I have never heard that before.
Oh, for sure. I used to say that like a good 7 years ago. I don't say that now, but like a good 7 years ago, I used to say that.
That one threw me off. I remember the worst one I ever heard before that one. I remember I was younger, probably like 18, 19.
Yeah.
And the girl told me, she's like, yeah, I lost my phone in the river.
Okay, she has to come with something real quick. Did she really?
Yeah, she told
didn't
me
have
that.
her phone?
I don't remember. I just know she told me, she was like, I lost my phone in the river. And I'm looking like...
You just come up with nice ways.
No, and so my reaction, I think, was like, okay, you got to get another one. So still, what's the number? I'll call you after you get another phone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh, you are persuasive.
You know what I mean?
I don't get like, do guys do? Okay, question for you: do you guys prefer us to just be blunt, like, nah, I'm not fucking with you, like, or would you prefer us to be like, hey, I lost my phone in the river,
Yeah, I'd rather you be blunt with me.
That's a little scary.
Because but the thing about it is, I understand how scary it can be for a woman to be that way because you don't know the type of guy, the outcome of what you're from. Because like I said, I'm from Detroit, man. I didn't seen girls get killed, for not giving out their number before. Yeah, and it's not funny, but I didn't seen it before. I didn't seen that go down before like that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like you do try to go out. You're like, hey, I have a boyfriend, or I'm not really, I'm cool, I'm chilling, and then you don't know where she came from. Like, it's somebody who I know, super great person, and he's really persuasive and really wants to move it to the next level. But I'm just coming out of a relationship now, so I'm really in a healing phase, to be completely honest. So because he's such a great person, I told him I'm dealing with some demons right now. So before I either take advantage or hurt you, I'd rather chill. I'll let you know what's up. And I mean, he was cool about it, but it's just like, I don't know. You try to be honest, you know, but still they could be persuasive. And it's just like, okay, so let me turn this into a gold digger, or let me be, you know, negative
because
in your life.
I think even with you saying that, in his head, he feels like he doesn't have any bad intentions.
Okay.
So he feels like if you mess with me, I can make you forget about that.
But you need that personal time, and a lot of females need that. You know, like, you need to know who you are on your own so you don't end up being like a gold digger or something like that. I need to know how I can live by myself, how I am by myself, who I am by myself, get my goals by myself. Isn't that what you guys will want too? A woman that's independent by herself, you know, not like to a negative aspect. You're always going to be the head of the household, but wouldn't you want this girl to be whole, not come at you half, so you guys could be, you know, big things together?
I mean, I feel you on that. But going back to what I just said is that the guy's mentality is that, of course, he wants that, but he feels like he can help you towards that.
Maybe.
If that makes sense.
No, it does. It does. Somebody could help you along, you know, be a crutch, but.
So, besides him, when was the last time you turned somebody down?
I don't know. Do I gotta say? I mean, I don't know. Not like I don't praise that.
Because to me, it seems like you probably get hit up in your DMs pretty often.
Unfortunately, I would like just business inquiries, to be honest, in my DMs. That's what I like my DMs for. Is like when you hit me up like, hey, you know, come be a guest. That's what I love. But all the extra stuff.
But why it gotta be extra?
It's not extra. It's just extra to me right now. It's not extra at all. It's just extra baggage for me. That's not what I'm focused on. Focus on me. Going to the stairs after work, how I'm fit out of here, you know, work. That's what I'm about right now.
Okay, so is it somebody that can come in your life to help, that can persuade you to change your mindset, or it has to be a total change in your own mindset?
I think the healthy way will be a total mindset in me. That would be the healthy way. But you know, Quincy come on the DM. I don't know what to say. I'm responding quickly. I mean, it just depends on who it is, and that's for everybody. That ain't being judgmental. That's not being biased. That's just, if you know Nicki Minaj in your DMs, I don't know who you're attracted to, but I'm just saying, if it's Megan or somebody, like, I'm trying to rock your world, why not? You're grown. You know what I'm saying?
If I see Tiana Taylor again, yeah,
right.
Why not? Me and Mom might have to scrap it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a care that he's a 6'3" NBA player. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It looked like it would be worth it.
I'm from the east side of Detroit. I can hold my own.
I understood.
No.
Understood. Represent. But yeah, it just depends on who it is, to be honest. Who's worth it.
So, one of the things that, so when I went to Kinky Game Night, right, I went with a friend of mine that just moved out here.
Female or male?
When I went, you know, saying we're not even friend, we like more associates.
Okay.
She's a female.
Okay.
And so she just moved here, so I invited her out, you know, saying, because she still want to explore the city, whatever.
Okay.
So long story short, whatever, we get to the end of the night, I try to make my move, you know what I'm saying, because I, you know, try to make my move on or whatever, and, you know what I'm saying, it didn't go the way I wanted to go.
Okay.
That's the end of the story on that. So, so I did her. So I did her podcast. And so when I did her podcast,
you put her on blast.
No, I didn't put her on. I did her podcast before we went to the event.
Okay.
And so I told her about a situation of a female that I was, you know, since talking to or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so basically dealing with that female, you know, I was labeled too nice.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
That's not, no. That's
not. I mean, no. I meant that's good, like, you know, like church sayings, like, oh yeah, that's it, you know, like, yes, like one of those. I meant, and not in a negative way. It's just that it was a super guy. I mean, just put it in my experience with that. It was a guy who was so sweet that I did not know he was hitting on me until, unfortunately, somebody who was related to him hit on me, and then we hit it off. And then he told my friend, like, and I'm just like, I wouldn't even have known that you liked me because he was just so sweet, like. I just thought that was his personality. He was respectful. You want some fries? You want this? He was just so kind, and I loved it. But I did not. It never went off in my head.
So you not one time you didn't think like this dude want to be all up in my yams?
No. I will hope not. No.
Like you think he just bringing you a cheese sandwich?
No, it wasn't his. It was just like we all went out to eat.
Just to see you smile.
I mean, like, I'm a nice person.
Yeah, you are a nice person.
I'm about to say, so, I mean, like, we're just sharing care. Like, you want some of my chips? You can have, you know, like, it was just one of those. But I guess he thought that he was doing the most. And it was like, no. And if I don't know you, how would I even?
So you just sitting there think he just the next Jesus, and but he's sitting next to you thinking like, man, I want to see this shit.
Right, and that is so unfortunate
now.
because you are a grown man, and like I said when we first started, be intentional, say what you want, because why would you let the opportunity go past? It's not time waste for nobody.
So you're telling me right now he could be smacking them yams?
No.
Right now.
No. It's too hot.
That's why it's called AC. Get a fan. Get some ice.
No, because no, we're gonna say no to that. But point is that he was just so nice. So that's the reason why I connected with that. Because if you are too nice, you're not intentional, you're not telling me what you want. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not Miss Cleo. I'm not supposed to know, oh, this is you being above and beyond average. I don't know you. I don't know how nice you are. I didn't know that you don't share your gum with people, but only to girls you like. How was I supposed to know that?
But let me get back.
Man.
Let me get back to the thing. So did her podcast, and I talked to her, explained about a story about a girl I was talking to, and like I said, I was labeled too nice. So now in her mindset, she took it as, oh, this dude is just a too nice dude. But what she did, so what happened was that her next podcast, she talked about how she turned me down from getting some whatever, and she said the reason why she did it was because she says that I'm too nice, and she would have just rolled over me. And I said, okay, but this is the issue. You wouldn't have. The reason why is because I get labeled too nice for women that I really like. If I just wanted to hit, you would have probably labeled me as the asshole as many other women do.
And you just wanted to hit.
That was it.
Oh, that.
So that was like funny to me. So we still cool, but it was still funny to me. I was like, you can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't assume, you know what I'm saying, off of something else that was gonna happen to you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Everybody's different.
So that was, you know.
Wow. Did you say that you just wanted to hit, or I got it? I respect it. I really do. I really do.
You got, you know, I done some too nice dumb shit, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'm 32 and single now. You know what I mean? So it is, you know, it is what it is. Actually, it's how can I put it? It's like now in my my life, it's crazy because as I get older and I'm more established, you know, financially and stuff like that, it's like I ain't gonna lie, I'm having a little bit more harder time with women than I did when I was broke. And
that's because we were all dumb back then. Okay, letting dudes drive my car, paying for your food. Oh my gosh, good job, the ghetto. Just can't. And that's why things are changing. You know.
Shit, I never experienced that shit.
What?
Shit, I never experienced that. That's one thing about me. Like I always been the, you know, I done some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I never used a woman in that way financially. I never had to worry about that.
I don't know if it's people using you. It's just like you care. You care about this guy, and he doesn't have it. Most of the time nowadays, or at least the females I'm around, we are the breadwinners in the relationship. And I want to say fortunately, but unfortunately. Fortunately because yes, girl, we doing our own.
Y'all be trying to look for, y'all be dating these potential and
yes. Sometimes you do fall in love with potential, and that's why I'm saying a lot of no's now than yeses.
Because all the dudes that I know that are financially good and stuff like that, they all single. But all my dudes, all my friends, people I know that ain't got it together. They ain't got it together, sleeping on people's couches.
Man.
Can't I'm paying for their meals when we go out. All I hear about, man, I just smashing this new chick the other day.
I don't know, maybe it's the priorities. They work hard, they are able to, you know, they know what to do and when to do it. I don't know, they got enough time.
So when was the last time you got some?
Oh my gosh, you let me tell you. I'm gonna say like last month. Right now, I'm chilling. I was thinking, oh, I don't know. This is just a lot to say out there, but I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling. We had some scheduled, but I think I'm cool because the rates of STDs and stuff, to be completely honest, is really scary. and my health is everything. And these men are nasty. I've been getting tested before I was even doing anything. Like, I'll be like, I'm pregnant. We didn't do nothing. I don't care. Like, I just always been all about my health and my body and what's good for me. And I haven't really met anybody that's like that. A lot of guys, if you're doing it, they just don't want to use protection. And it's just like, if you're not doing that, if you're doing that with me, who else are you not doing that with? You know, so... This summer was gonna be a hot girl summer, but I got my AC yesterday. It's gonna be a cold girl summer. I'm chilling in my room reading books, watching Hulu. Netflix is really coming up with some good African American series. I'm cool, so I'm chilling on sex right now, to be completely honest.
Okay.
Yeah, niggas is nasty, and I am.
Ain't nothing wrong with
well,
that.
what else? You out here just slanging, huh?
I ain't doing
Can't relate.
Nigga, my phone dry as fuck right now.
Oh.
I ain't got shit popping right now in my life.
I mean,
Shit
how do you
going
go
on.
from that? Do you want to do nasty things right now? Oh.
Of course. Who would? Any guy that really, you know what I'm saying, any real nigga on.
Yeah.
He
I
gonna-
mean,
he
like,
gonna
it's
want
always
to.
good. It's always cool. But
Nah,
like
I don't want
said,
to. I'm like this. I'm in a different stage in my life to where I don't want to. I don't want to be out here slinging just to anybody different. You know, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
different people. No,
Yeah.
I'm past that. I'm way past that. That was my 20s. I don't even want to go back to my 20s.
I heard that. Well, I'm still living my 20s, and it's fun.
No, I mean, yeah, it's fun. I have memories, but life got better for me after I turned 30.
I absolutely believe that is so true, because I feel like 30s is so intentional, and you have all that wisdom and experience from your 20s, so everything you do is just like, you know exactly what to do. Like, you don't have to go through that right now. Unfortunately for me, I'm figuring it out.
Yeah, because, like, the only thing that I hate when people say, oh, well, you know, I didn't, you know, have no regrets. I wouldn't change anything, this and this. It's not that it's something that I regret. It's just something that I wish I would have did differently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate, you know, it's always something that you probably wish that you did differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't saying a lot of things, but maybe one or two.
Of course.
For me I wish I would have been more career focused in my 20s, because I would be in a different position than I am now,
Okay.
you know, further along.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's in the past, so I can't, you know what I'm saying, dwell on that. But that's the only thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the 20s, I should have waited my 20s.
You think so?
Yeah, I know. So.
And that's what I'm saying too. With now you're in your 30s, everything is more intentional. Like, you played around in your 20s, so now it's just like, I'm not about to take this for a joke. You know, time moves. So that's pretty dope.
So are you so do you still have your mother and father in your life?
Mom.
Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Y'all real close?
Oh, best friends.
Okay. So are you starting to feel the because don't you have you have a daughter?
No.
I thought you did. Oh, see, that's my bad.
No.
I thought you had a baby.
I'm not
So-
ready for no kids.
Let me.
No, I'm single and childless.
So okay. So have your mother start talking about?
No.
No.
My mom knows where I am in my life. She knows that I literally just for real. Like, I'll be like, Mom, I'm going through a whole phase. She's like, girl, do your thing. Like, we don't believe young, so like, yes, go. Like, I told my mom everything. So God forbid if anything happens, you know, she knows everything. Like, Mommy, I'm taking this birth control. I'm doing this. This is what's happening. Da da da. Could you feel like that? She knows it all. That's my girl. She knows everything like me better than anybody on this earth. So she did start talking about little kids, but she knows where I am in my life right now, and I am having fun.
Okay. See, for me, me and my mother, we have a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a mother's boy at all. My brother is.
Okay.
But excuse me. But I'm not.
Nasty.
But I'm not. And so my mother, you know, as I'm getting into the 30s, you know, like one of the biggest things in our family is that we, you know, everybody in my family wants to have a girl. They want a girl birthed into the family.
Wow.
Because we haven't had a girl born in our family since my sister. My sister is about to be 43 this year. So 1976 was the last time we had a girl born in the family.
No more girls?
No more girls. And we almost had a girl. My sister almost had a daughter, but she had complications, and she had to give birth at like 4 months.
Oh, wow.
So the baby lived for about like 5 minutes, and then it passed away. So that was the closest thing we had to a girl born in the family. So now also I'm in that I always was at that awkward age of when I was born, because I was born in '86. The next person that was born was my brother 5 years later.
Okay.
Then after that was my my cousin, which is 6 years later.
Okay.
Then after that it trickles down.
Yeah.
So it's nobody else in my age group. The closest is my brother, which is 5 years apart. And so now our ages seem closer, but when we were younger, it would seem like it was so far apart.
Away,
I'm in high school, he's in elementary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it seems so far apart. So I now, over the last couple years, I start getting when the kids, you know what I'm saying? Because my sister has 3 boys, you know what I'm saying? My brother is still in his 20s, or his mid-20s, so they not, and also, and then all my cousins and stuff, they're young.
Yeah.
But it's also the opposite with me too with them, is that I'm the one who I never been in a serious relationship.
Okay.
They have.
Yeah.
Like they have girlfriends and stuff now. So when we go, like when I just went back to Detroit for my grandfather's funeral.
Okay.
They all with their, girlfriends and stuff like this. And so my mother and them looking at me like,
where your spouse at? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like
wow.
I'm still I'm still chasing, what I'm saying, what I'm
yeah.
pursuing, you know what I mean? And so I get the, especially from my sister too. Oh, when we gonna have, a niece running around
really?
Here. So
I'm sorry.
So I get all that, in my life right now. So, so I don't know.
No, they're not. I mean, everybody knows what's up in my life. I like my money. I love like traveling. Like literally, like I was about to pick up and go to Vegas like Saturday after work. Like just to go spend time with someone out there and get in the pool and play bingo. Like I feel like I wouldn't be able to be so liberate to do that if I had like a little thing like next to me. So right now, no. And then, but the real reason is that I didn't have my father in my life. So therefore, it's like I don't want to repeat that. So that's why I do like a man that's very intentional, because if he be like, then I will probably think about it, but no.
I mean, because I want kids. Like I have 5 god kids.
Wow.
I have 5 god kids, and I'm about to have a 6th one, which I'm mad that I'm about to miss the baby shower.
You need to have your own little chiclet.
Oh, I mean, eventually I do want my kids, but I don't want to have kids with just anybody. You know what I mean?
That is very true.
I mean, not just anybody, but
okay.
So like for me, you know what I'm saying, I try to treat my god kids like they, my own kids. So
that's sweet of you.
So they spoil like crazy, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So instead of asking their parents for something, they're FaceTime me on Facebook.
How old are these children?
Oh, the oldest she just turned 8.
Oh, okay.
The second oldest, he's no, take that back. The oldest one is 12 or 13. He's 11 or 12.
Yeah.
He lives in Memphis, and then he has his little sister. She's about to be 2, I believe.
Okay.
They both live in Memphis. Then I have 3 more in Detroit, which is the oldest is 8. Other one, the next middle child about to be 7 in August, and then they got the youngest one that's about to be 4 in October.
Well, your mindset looked like you were ready, so let me say congratulations ahead of time. Congratulations if I don't see you before your baby shower, because you were ready, sir.
But it's like for me, it's the same thing though. It's like this is over the last couple years, it's been my I don't want to say financial freedom, but it's been more. I've been bringing in more money to where I've been able to do more things that I haven't been able to do in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm traveling, you know what I'm saying, and I up and go, and I don't, I'm barely at home.
Yeah, same.
You know what I'm saying? I literally up 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm out the door, and I don't get home till
after
1,
midnight.
2.
Yeah.
1, 2, sometimes 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so.
Where's the kid fit in that?
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's not.
It just scares me, the whole, like, after watching, especially when they see us and stuff, it's just like bringing another little chocolate drop into this world. It scares me.
Yeah. And so that also plays a part into why,
and I for sure want a son.
Why not a daughter?
Because guys rule. What are you talking about? You guys are great. A daughter, I don't know. I mean, her hair will be braided. She'll be great, and she'll have a great person to look up to and have a great auntie and grandma, but men, it's that bond. I don't know. Is that mom-son bond? I think I want to dive into that.
Well, I mean, I want a son. Like I would want a daughter, but I do want a son.
Well, 2 cents. I think, yeah, definitely. But whatever, as long as it's healthy and God bless me with a safe pregnancy, I'm here for whatever He gives me.
Yeah. So it's something else I had, a topic I wrote down here that I wanted to dive into. Something we talked about a little bit ago is why is what I see a lot of women associated with, why is being nice associated with being weak?
If you're too nice, you're able to be walked over. So therefore, that is like a weak trait. But I mean, like it just depends on how nice you are. Like I think I'm nice, but you can't run over me. You know, I'm very polite. I feel like, you know, I think I'm a kind person. I will put night in my adjective little box, but I don't know. I don't really think it's connected. That's the only way I can think it is. If like you're just too nice, like everybody.
But I feel like that's up to judgment on the individual person. Yeah. Like, what is too nice to you?
Too nice? I don't know about too nice, but just too friendly. You know, I'm a LA girl, so, you know, I do like my more South Central men. But,
so, where did you grow up in LA?
Slauson and Vermont. Okay, back when we had a Kmart. Y'all already know, Nate. Yeah, so I love that. I love my guys from there.
Khakis and red bandanas.
That's not a blood neighborhood, but I'm a '90s baby too. We had no Jerry girls. We had braids, Mario braids back then. But that's my type of guy. But too friendly is like the last guy I dated. What I did love about him, he was kind. Like he'll pay for things and stuff. But when he comes into my household, I had at the moment I had 2 girl roommates, and he made it very clear. He was like, you know, I'm here for you. Like, you know, I'm gonna say hi and bye, but he doesn't really sit and have too much conversations, and I love that because I don't like too friendly stuff. You don't need to be knowing all of that. I don't like a friendly guy. But I think like kind, yes, he opens the door for everybody and he's respectful, yes. But you don't need to be kikiing with everybody. What you kikiing for? You here for me. So that is where I play with the, you know, too nice, but it's more too friendly. Don't be too friendly. You don't need to. We pull up. You all up in the passenger seat, but you all up in our conversation. For why? Sit down. Be cute.
Put your headphones on.
Yes, because when I'm around your guys, you know what I'm gonna do? Sit down and be cute. There's no need for me to be all up in your business. So don't be all up in mine.
Y'all hear that, fellas? Sit down.
Know your place.
Know your place.
Know your place.
Put your headphones on. Shut the fuck up.
Honestly, just, you know, baby, I'll meet you after. Everything is just too together. I like my stuff separate. When I'm with my girls, we with our girls. Nothing that we're saying is appropriate for you to really be hearing anyway. You don't need to be knowing my girls' information like that. You don't need, like, when I'm with my girls, I'm with my girls. And when I'm with my man, I'm this thing. And, you know, I'm with you and I am a different, you know, Rochelle. So it's just, we don't need to be all together anyway. Only on, you know, big holidays or whatever, you know, if that makes sense. But that's just how I roll.
Okay. Now, it is one thing that one of my homeboys, he brought up. He said he slid into this girl's DM, right? Mm-hmm. And when he slid into her DM, she responded back and was like, you know, I got a boyfriend, but with a smiley face. And so,
what that mean? He thought it was an open invitation?
No, it like the way I took it is kind of like the way he took it, kind of like, what the fuck you smiling for? Like, what was, like, all you had,
what?
it seemed like it was something extra to the response.
I totally text you a smiley face when I said I was on my way. Like,
no,
I'm an emoji smiley face.
No,
here.
That's cool. But if I'm asking you, hey, what's up? Can I take you out? And you be like, oh, I got a boyfriend. He. What the fuck you laughing about?
Man, y'all sensitive. Look, it wasn't even that deep. Like, she just put a happy face just to reject you in a very kind manner. That's what I take it as, because I would do something like that. And it's not something to make fun of. It's not something to make you uncomfortable. It's just like, you know, no love lost, but I just want to give you a fact. Smiley face. I think y'all read into that a little too deep. I don't know the girl, so I can't defend her. But it sounds like something I would do. Just so you know, like, I appreciate the love, you know. But I do got a nigga.
Fuck
Smiley
that.
face.
I don't like that.
We gonna have to. I don't know. Maybe in
I don't
10
like
years
that.
we'll get it together because this is all
Yeah.
new. Every conversation we started is like a slide in, and that's new. You know, in the 90s nobody was talking about sliding in. It was just
Hell no, you had to wait by that damn phone.
okay. Listen and,
And,
hope that somebody not on my face.
I still remember the first time I called a girl's house. And when I remember I called her house, I think I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And I called her house and her daddy answered the phone. That was probably one of the scariest moments of my life. And then when I was little, I had a slight stuttering problem, which
Okay.
I have a little bit
Uh-huh.
now still, but it was worse when I was a kid.
And you was nervous.
So I was so goddamn nervous when he answered that phone.
That's how we used to feel too. When mama, don't be calling this phone, young lady. Like, just kidding. It felt worse. You felt like a little hoe.
Like,
When
it's
the mom
crazy
talks.
because I still remember, like, I was in high school and it was this girl that I was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was like 15. And so at this time, it wasn't no Uber, Lyft.
Right.
I wasn't driving.
The 108.
So only thing I had was either my mama or my sister picking us up to go take us out, or we sitting there talking on the phone all day.
Yeah.
And so I remember I was talking to my mother when I was back home, and
Mm-hmm.
we just laughing about how it's crazy how times have changed. Is when during that time, and mom used to cuss me out because we had like $400-500 phone bills.
Oh my goodness.
And then to make it worse, the girl lived in a different area code.
Oh god.
So even though she didn't live that far from me, I lived in the city and she lived in the suburbs.
Okay.
And so.
Oh, sounds like ATL.
And so I used to have mom, why you got this damn, if you don't get off the
And the
on
numbers
phone,
really showed on the list.
yeah. And so I remember I used to have to go to after that I used to have to go ride my bike to the payphone.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And payphone. So it's just crazy how times change.
I know the fact that
quick.
you rode your bike to the payphone. Wow. Yeah, but it ain't that deep.
Nah,
It ain't that deep.
nowadays I damn sure wouldn't go to no payphone for right now.
For a sugar daddy, I would. If there are any sugar daddies that want to take care of me, call me. That's where the DMs is open.
But
For everybody
okay.
else, no.
So we're gonna go back. So go back to the too nice thing. So
Too nice thing.
if you was talking to somebody,
Okay.
so right, say you talking to somebody,
Mhm.
and his mindset is, I like this girl.
What girl, me?
Yeah, he
Okay.
likes you.
Mm-hmm.
He likes you. He's money is not an issue for him. I'm not saying he's rich, but money is not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And his whole thing is he just want to see you happy.
Oh.
But at the same time, he's, saying for him, what he's doing for you, he doesn't feel like he's letting you run over him. But
Okay.
you're taking it as, oh, this dude too nice. I can get whatever I want out from him. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with him just saying yes and doing for you without getting labeled being weak or too nice?
That's where communication steps in. I'm not into using people.
Mhm.
I've never been that girl that's like, oh, I'm gonna go out to a date because I'm hungry. That's never been me.
So you have never did that
no.
before?
No,
Okay.
no.
I'm gonna take you for your word.
No, I'm thinking, but no. It's more of an establishment. And if it was like you were feeling it too much and I'm not there, I'm going to let you know. Like, it was so funny. I was doing a detox last week because I have too much pictures and I had a lot of screenshots. And I was going through them and I was laughing with my roommate because I was so blunt. Like, 2016 and on, I've been so blunt. Like, hey, like, I don't look at you that way. Like, please, you don't have to continue, but you're a great person. God bless. Like, I've seen a lot of those. So I've been very intentional. So no, I'm not into using people. So if he comes in and says he wants to help me and he doesn't want anything from me, just being cool, then sure, that sounds like a sugar daddy. And it sounds like he's getting, some type of happiness from making me happy. And then there's like some type of, even exchange. But if it's just, I don't know, you playing somebody, I'm not into that right now. Maybe next year, but not right now.
Okay.
That's not cool.
Okay.
For me right now, But if he thinks that, he wants to help me out and pay my rent and that makes him happy, that makes me happy.
Yeah, you find a nigga to pay this high ass LA rent.
Oh, child,
Shit, give him my number too. Shit.
Would it make you happy? If it makes him happy, I'll do that connection for you. But that's all it is. I do believe in karma and I believe in God. So it's just I'm not trying to, have that come back to me.
So have you always talked to just LA people that's from LA, or have you talked to a guy that's born and raised somewhere else?
Ooh. Well, yeah, Belize. Yeah, from Belize. From other places? Oh, yeah. I'm in LA. It's a melting pot. Yes. I have to think of a couple people right now. But my main is LA. Like, I love somebody who has a similar struggle. I love that. So I love my LA guys and I love my Belizean guys. Like, I don't have to explain why I cook the way I cook or do things the way I do or why we move the way we move out here, So I love that. But I mean, like, Quincy ain't from here, so. Okay, I'm the east side now. I do have a thing right now. I've been burning. I've never been to New York. I have never been to the East Coast, and I want to go so bad this summer. I'm praying that, with this extra job, I could afford to go. Because it's something about their men out there that's really pulling on my heart. And some other strings.
Well, like, New York is my favorite city.
Really?
Yeah, New York is my favorite city. Only reason I wouldn't, live in New York is because growing up, I'm just tired of the cold weather. So
they are cold.
So I wouldn't, so half of the year is cold, So I'm done with
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
I'm done with waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 8 degrees outside, shoveling snow. Yeah.
I've never seen snow.
Yeah, you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
You don't see it. Well, I take that back. You would want to see it just for the fact that you ain't got to live in it on a consistent basis. Mm-hmm. So it'd be all fun and games for you. But somebody,
I go back home.
but just imagine being in first grade. You getting up and you can't feel your toes and your fingers, and you outside shoveling driveways and sidewalks, and then got to walk to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I grew
That's
up
a
in
different struggle. Yeah.
That's why it'd be funny to me.
When we say things is cold out here.
God, this shit be so stupid.
I know, that's why I'm
so,
mad at. If it's under 60 degrees, it is freezing. Under 65 to be honest.
No.
Like, it is too cold.
This one here, we go to where did we go? We went to IKEA. I take her to go to IKEA.
It was too cold.
It's 70 degrees outside with a little wind, and she talking about it's freezing outside.
Absolutely, because we should be able to dress like how she's dressed every day.
You can.
No, it is too cold.
No. Listen to this. Listen to this. You go to Detroit, and you can go to Detroit.
Absolutely.
And it could be 55 degrees outside. You can see t-shirt and shorts.
I have 2 jackets on.
You can see t-shirt and shorts. You know what I'm saying? I won't say somebody's gonna do that and to wear that as a full outfit, but if I'm going to the gas station, I'm gonna throw some shorts on a t-shirt. I'm gonna go to the gas station.
Well, that's because you was born and raised with that kind of stuff. Like me and her, we're from LA, and him as well. We're from LA, so this is like this right now is hot. This is a little bit too hot too.
This is super hot.
But I'm a human baby too. Like believe it, LA believes it. It got to be warm, or else I can't mess with it.
70 degrees is fine. 69 is a jacket.
Yeah, 69 is a jacket. 70 degrees is good.
A jacket is fine. The jacket's fine, but the fact that I hear the words, it's freezing.
It is freezing
is the
to
issue.
Them. Perspective is everything. That's what we just
That's
said when
the
we
issue.
started.
If you said, dang, it's kind of cool outside.
It ain't cool. It's
I can agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that warm. I can take that. But if you to sit here and say it's freezing when you never stood at a bus stop, when you can't feel your toes.
I have.
Snot,
it was raining.
Where snot is frozen on the top of your lip.
Frozen?
Yes, frozen on the top of your lip. And you sitting there waiting for a bus that's 2 hours late. And it's -9 outside. And that's freezing.
Modern day slavery is what you're saying.
That's freezing.
No, that is. I have on a rainy night working at Forever 21 at the Fox Hills Mall outside, went in at that 108 in that little section. That was cold enough for me, and I had a breakdown. So yeah, I wouldn't move to those places, but God bless you.
But
you are strong, sir.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like New York is my favorite. Like if I can get New York,
bless you.
If I can get New York with the LA weather and the cost of living of the South, that'd be the perfect city in the world. That'd be the perfect city. Because before I moved here, I was living in Dallas. I miss Dallas. Right now is my favorite city.
Wow, you grown.
You know what I'm saying? It's my favorite city. When I lived in Dallas, I literally had a loft, upstairs, downstairs, full kitchen. Like my apartment now is smaller than what my kitchen and living room was in that place. 1.5 bathrooms, beautiful neighborhood. I had room enough for my dog, everything.
Wow.
And I paid I think I paid like $9.50 a month.
Wow.
I literally pay more than I ever paid for rent living here.
Yeah.
And have the least space that I ever had in my life.
But don't you love LA?
No.
Well. Because I don't know, until I have kids and I'm married, that's the only way I'll be moving to Texas.
See, and I guess also too why I'm I don't really care about LA so much is that I'm here, working on my career.
Yeah.
And so, but when it comes to the parties and stuff like that, that's never been my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't shake and move in that, like that.
Yeah.
Like I have to. So that part of LA I really don't care about.
Absolutely.
But the only thing what I thought I was gonna love is, for the fact that for the most part is sunshine almost every day.
Aww.
You know what I'm saying? And so growing up, I was like, man, that's what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Growing up as a Laker fan, I said, yeah, I want to move to LA, get the sunshine every day.
Right.
It'd be some days I'd be like, damn, can it just rain? Just to have a different, just to see something different for the day. You know what I mean? I ain't say it gotta be no Hurricane Katrina, but Lord Jesus, can it be just something different?
So you guys hear that? If you're trying to move to LA, don't. Because we are booked.
Oh.
We are full. We have no space, and it doesn't change from the sunshine, and you will hate it. Stay home.
And you're gonna collect a lot of parking tickets and no parking.
Yeah. So don't come.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said that. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. How long we been talking? Okay. So but tell me what's going on in your life though? What you got that you're working on?
Right now, what I'm working on. So actually, I work with AfterBuzz TV. They're in Burbank.
Mm-hmm.
So we do. I'm one of the hosts that we do for after shows. So the last show that I worked on was this awesome show called 911 on Fox. So basically, we will all watch the show together, and then we do the after show. And it was super fun, super cute. I love it. My last episode was like 2 weeks ago. I am looking for another show, but it's just that right now, this summer, I am about this funds right now. So I'm just like, the only media that I'm really doing is like red carpets for events and stuff. Like when I said like with the Chris Brown events and stuff.
Right.
So that's my main focus, and doing some BET award shows since it is summertime, all that good events is happening. So that's like my main focus right now, and just like funds. That's it. And self-help, like self-care, self-help. All that mental awareness, good stuff. That's my main thing. So like rearranging my room right now, journalizing, working out every day. Like that's my main thing is just Rochelle. That's like my main focus. Nothing big as in that, but I do feel like, things have been shifted up. 2018 was a tough one. So I'm just like rebranding. So once I'm whole and I'm good, then I'll be able to, put out good content. So that's my main thing right now.
Okay. And you never did any of your own YouTube content?
Yeah, it's all up there. It's on the Will Said Show. So that's where all my interviews and stuff is. But like my real playground is my Instagram, which I love for. It's like an open portfolio. So most things that I wouldn't post on YouTube, it's just all on there. Like even quick little interviews, because earlier we were speaking of too, just this attention span. Like people are not going to really sit there and watch. Well, most people that I did, because I did start off doing a podcast, and my show, my interviews is that people extension span, they're not going to want to watch or listen to something really long. So I like to just edit it and clip it to when it's just 1 minute where you're in bed and you're scrolling, you're going to watch the whole thing. If you're really interested, you might just slide on and watch another, interview. And that's all you need. That's where I probably got in 90% of all of my opportunities was on Instagram. So that is my platform. That's where you can catch all my content. Just little, everything that I do, you'll see on there. So I'm grateful for Instagram so much.
Now, I'm still I'm in the process of learning, more about the social media platform, the Instagram and stuff like that, because it's crazy how it seems like when I go on there, it seems like I see the same 20 people. It seems like it's like I've people. I got a certain amount of number. It's like a certain number of people following me, and I follow.
Yeah.
But it seems like I only see the same 20 people. You know what I'm saying? When I go on there.
Well, some people master it, that they post content every day.
Yeah, and so it was when I had the day that I asked you, I had not say I forgot about you, but
Yeah.
you know, I just haven't thought about you in a minute.
Yeah.
And so when I went on Instagram and I was like, dang, I haven't seen her post nothing in a minute. So I had to go to your page. I'm like, dang, she been posting. I just ain't, it ain't just came up on my feed.
Yeah.
And so that's what made me. I was like, you know, well, let me hit her up and get her on.
Yeah.
So we.
Which I genuinely appreciate, and that's a reminder for me to post more because I'm not gonna lie, I have been more of a Twitter baby than an IG baby, and that's because Twitter is real and authentic, and I feel like Instagram is just more like putting a face.
See, I never was. You know, in the beginning when it first started, of course I was on it, but now I haven't even.
You gotta get back
Get on
into it.
Twitter.
I love Twitter. I watch Twitter like every day. It's just fun. It keeps me updated. It's so real. Like literally, people be like, I just can't even think of the real. Like you know how you said like you like that feeling when people are so real. Like you was like, I've been throwing free throws and I haven't getting like that's all you're gonna see and stuff like that. Everybody agreeing that they're all not to be like it's not like deep and sad, but it's just like man, it's too damn high. Under my titties high. Like you're not gonna catch that on Instagram. Everybody's so picture perfect. Like everybody does everything for just the likes. And Twitter is just authentic and real and raunchy, and I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, you right about that because it's hilarious because there's a few girls that's on Instagram that some of my friends like back home they talk about. They're like, oh, this and this, and I'm like, man, that girl. She live in a house with like 8 different women.
Yeah, yeah. It's
like,
too much
like
faking and funk.
Like,
yeah.
Like she ain't living that like that. Those pictures, that's just for the gram. That's
yes,
it.
absolutely. And I had to take a break too at the end of the year. It was just too much. Like sometimes, especially if you're not moving forward, and that's just being real. Like you know, like you see everybody reach their goals. It can take a toll on you. You know, like it can hurt you mentally. You know. So I've taken a break from there. I do have to get back up because that sucks if like you're not seeing when I'm posting, you know. But yeah, it's
because it's crazy. I used to see you post every day.
I mean, I don't feel like every day, but I was like really an Instagram girl. Well, not an Instagram girl, but I was very active on Instagram. But like I said, it was just too much and overwhelming. You're just seeing everybody living their quote unquote best life, but you know the real them. So that's why I kind of switched over to Twitter because everybody's just 100% themselves, and I love it. You know, I feel more warmer and welcome. You know, instead of like my feelings hurt because you know, I mean, we be knowing how people really live, but everybody just puts up that they live in this huge house and they're living their best life, just making all this money. And it's just like, well, I'm not doing that, and I don't have time to be second guessing me and my journey. So I slowly but surely backed off, but I'm back, hopefully.
Like I remember, what was that last summer?
At the Fashion Nova event?
Nah, what was that? It was the party on Sunset.
A party on Sunset?
Yeah. What was it?
I was there.
Yeah, you
It was
there.
the Fashion Nova event when the first Cardi B.
No, that wasn't.
That's
Fashion
where
Nova.
I met you.
No.
I met you.
No, Jawan's.
Oh, okay. They had it at that same place. My bad. You're right.
Yeah, that's.
Wow. Yeah, they had it at that same building. That's why I always think of it. But yes.
That was like my first. Cause I only been in LA for about a year,
Oh, really?
about a year and a half. You know, I moved here, February of last year, and so so that was like my first experience, cause mostly you know I'm around comedians, so that was my first time going to an event where it wasn't comedian dominated. It was you know all different, you know what I'm saying, mostly social media people, but you seen, you know, different actors and stuff, people there that was there. And so it was weird for me because being there because you know, you don't realize that you're far from famous, but you know that you have some type of recognition.
Absolutely.
Until I went to them events and it was like people I didn't even know walking up to me, hey, what up, Brandon? Like I like that video, that skit that you put. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It that right there was like my first, you know, LA experience of being, you know, recognized, and I'm like, I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're not nobody as in.
I'm about to check you real quick.
But I mean nobody as in. I haven't done nothing significant
into your
yet.
Prime,
and so it was just weird to me.
That's something I always do. Like if I'm feeling really down about myself or something, I like to go to events like that. And then when you get that love back, you're like, I do got stuff to do. You know, that little reality check. I know you say you're not into the party and stuff, but I think you should do it more often.
Oh no, I start like I tell you, like I started not trying, but I started doing it, going to more events, just to show face in the network.
Absolutely.
For that reason. But I got invited to go to a party at Jamie Foxx's house.
Okay.
And so when we get there, I didn't want to go.
Why?
I 100% and 10% didn't want to go.
Why?
I'll tell you, in my mind, I felt like this is a dummy mission. I really did. Me and my friend, it was me, my friend Ryan, and my friend Heather. I felt like it was a dummy mission.
What's
the
a
whole
dummy
time.
mission?
When you get there, it's gonna be a waste of your time.
That's cute.
So when we get there, I drive from I live basically downtown. So drove there all the way to his house. That was somewhere in going toward Malibu, Woodland Hills, all that, all there. So we drive all the way. I drive all the way there. Get there to the gate. Dude tell us, y'all can't get in.
Why? Because y'all was men?
First it was we're not letting nobody else in.
Okay.
So it's a big line to get to cars to get into the house. So we sitting there in line, whatever. And so next thing you know, you see a group of people coming out and going into the gate. So, we looking like, what's good? You just said nobody else get in, but we just clearly seeing people go in. So finally, after about 30 minutes, dude finally, and this is my thing about being real. Like, you could have saved everybody in this line a whole bunch of time if you would have just said what you said. Yeah. Basically, it was what you said. Yeah. He came to the car and said, well, this the deal. She can come in, y'all two can't.
Absolutely.
No more niggas getting up in here. And I'm like, bro, I really don't want to be here. You could have said this, and I could have been gone. Yeah. And so then after that, you start seeing dudes go inside. So now,
who were those dudes?
So now, So now my thing is, I said, so I already knew what the deal was. I wasn't stupid. Yeah. But we wanted more clarification because now
you don't waste my time.
You don't waste my time. I'm gonna make you work.
Yeah.
So now it turned into no, we letting dudes in. But only if if Jamie tell us we can let them in. Yeah. Okay. You could have been saying this. So that's one of my things about some of these parties too. I don't mess with because
no, that's absolutely. I mean, because they have the biggest parties, like him and Tyrese. I don't know if Tyrese still have his parties, but they have like the biggest ones, and that always go. Once you get in there, they be like, once I get that invitation, I would only invite my girlfriends because I already know the man is not getting in there unless it's a celebrity or somebody with power, which only kind of makes sense too in a way. I mean, this is coming from a female. I mean, but it's just like if I don't know, you already know how it goes. The scene, it's just I don't know. I don't know. But that's how it is. I'm like, because it's just like, of course, men of power want all these beautiful women around, And then this is already, guys are going to want to go there, but you want, I don't know, people that you would network with, And not saying that you're not someone
good. Niggas ain't trying to network. Last thing they think about is networking. So that's out the question.
I mean...
They trying to network that pussy up out of you. That's it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm just saying, I figured that would happen. But I mean, when you said that you had got the invite, I was just like, take it, because I just know that men don't get that invite. So
no, I didn't get it was a third party invite.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. But when you first said that, I'm like, you got the invitation, you need to go with your bros, period. Because I already know, once I get to those gates, they tell me, like, do not invite no guys, or this, you sign your waiver, you go in and have a good time. So I've never really heard, unless you're a producer or a rapper or something like that, but those are the guys who I would know that's in there or would get in there. So if you got the invite, please go. I'm sorry. That's
the only thing I was mad, the whole time I was like, this nigga, I said, when I see this nigga Jamie, I'm like, dog, you owe me some gas money.
Now that's a great way to start an introduction.
Like, hey, my nigga, you owe me, it's gas $4 out here, bro. You owe me some gas money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I see that all the time. I don't even know why guys sometimes even waste their time going up there, because that just sucks.
Oh, I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Unless I got Jamie's number in my phone.
Absolutely.
And he know my middle name. Yeah. I'm not going.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
a dog world for men out here sometimes.
It is.
You just gotta work your way up to that, you know, yes. And not in a negative way, just saying, you know, like, it's gonna be when you're at a certain status where you don't even have to ask for these invitations, you know, it's just like, please pull up, bro, you know? We all do.
No, not
Because,
like,
you know, that's what we don't have to work as hard, but I mean, like, believe me, if this fat was adjusted a little differently, they'd be like, sweetheart, no. You know how it goes. You can't be all, you know, you can't be too fat, you can't be too clumsy, you gotta look, you know, you gotta be a 10 or, you know, a certain status.
That's not true.
Ooh, is that right? Why you say that?
No, because standing in that line, I seen a lot of negative 12s get into that gate.
But that's probably because she the sis. That's probably because she the one who helped cook the food earlier today. That's because she is Justin Timberlake auntie or something. I don't know. You know, it gotta be she's connected some way somehow. You know, but most of the time for you just to be walking in there, you know, you gotta look a certain type of way, and that's LA. Period. That's why we have gyms on every corner. That's the reason why we got elotes and the fruit man on every corner, because you got to keep it right, keep it tight, because it's a pool party in December all the time. You already know how it goes out here.
I tell you, that is because I remember when I first came to LA visiting, and we went to Jack in the Box. And so we went to Jack in the Box, and I'm like, so you go to the little drink thing, and it's talking about some unsweetened tea. I'm like, what the fuck? Where the sweet tea at?
What? That's because you're already eating Jack in the Box, so you got to balance it out.
No, man, you go to the Midwest, it's gonna be sweet tea.
Congratulations, you guys! If you guys don't know how Brandon looks, he's very slim, and he looks like he works out and stuff. I don't know how you guys from the South. No, girl, I don't know how, because I went to. Every time I go to New Orleans, I gain a good 10 pounds. And I don't go for weeks. I go for like 3 to 5 days.
No, don't let it get the food. I literally, when I moved from Detroit to move to Memphis in 2015, I moved from Detroit to Memphis for a job. And from then, about a year and a half later, I moved to Texas. Between that time frame, I literally was almost 200 pounds.
What?
Yeah, even when I moved to LA, I was up there. You know what I'm saying? I was wearing damn near almost a size 40 in pants.
Oh.
And so it wasn't until last summer, about August, I was like, man, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
And literally in 1 month, I lost like 30 pounds.
And you see what men can do? Because if in 1 month, I can lose 30 pounds, I would be delicious.
And what's so crazy is that in that 1 month, I lost it, and I was just started working out. Yeah. And it wasn't even like I was working out crazy. I was just doing
rub it in
light workouts.
Yeah. You know, just switching it up, drink water.
And I just started drinking water, and I was eating chicken, and I was eating just plain chicken breast and spinach almost every day. And I lost the weight. And so, but I was doing that for like 2 months, and so I kind of fell off, but I still be able to keep the weight off.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
And
I mean in LA too, it's no way that you cannot not eat healthy. You know
I know, there's a way you can.
I mean you can, but I mean like it's great alternatives everywhere. You know, like I've been trying vegan stuff. I've been trying we did last month like a cool, what you call it? I think it was like vegan. It was like we didn't cook anything. Everything just had to be from the ground up. Like if I have vegetables, it couldn't be steamed or anything. And whatever point is that they had different options to try different ways, and it's tasty.
Now, from one of my friends, her birthday that just passed, me and her best friend, we took her. She wanted to go to this vegan restaurant.
I roll.
And so we get there. The place is nice.
Yeah.
And so we sitting there, and the waitress come over. So she take their orders, and I'm asking her like, "Do y'all got a secret menu in the back?" You know what I'm saying? Just a little mini refrigerator with some real food up in there.
Right.
And so I ended up ordering some vegan wings.
Yum.
Man, it was cauliflower with barbecue sauce.
Don't you love that, to be able to eat healthy and it's still like I love me some vegan fish sticks. Like, y'all really looking at me in here like
because how the hell do you have vegan fish sticks that automatically let you know it's not real fish?
Right. It's good. It's healthy.
So how the hell can you call it fish sticks?
Because
gonna be
that's
that
what they're
fish
imitating,
feel.
and it tastes like fish.
Man.
I'll be hooking that up. Oh my gosh, with some hot sauce and tartar sauce.
Listen, that was the nastiest shit I
calories.
had in my life. I
Okay,
literally.
but at least you tried.
She ordered a vegan pizza, macaroni and cheese pizza.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. I literally paid for that meal, left there, and went to the first pizza place that was open and got me a pepperoni, bacon, sausage
Ew.
with extra cheese and pineapple pizza that I could find.
You smoke?
No.
Because that is a lot. Ugh.
And
Bacon and pineapple,
Yeah.
that is not
I
it.
devoured that pizza.
I'm happy for you.
I was happy for myself
Yeah.
that night. I wasn't happy when I woke up that morning, but it was good going down though.
But it's awesome because you are able to do that. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, you're able to do that. So I'm happy that you're living your best life and you're eating great pizza slices.
Good boy.
Okay.
But also, and then also too, what helped me out, I don't drink either.
Good.
You know, I'm not a drinker, so
Everybody else don't drink. Oh, you guys are so great.
everybody else don't drink.
They're all not.
No, I do.
What you said.
Goddamn alcoholic, and I was 21 years.
Don't play friend. She in the studio doing her thing.
She is, but she's still alcoholic.
You know how hard this is to be quiet, just sitting over here so quiet. It's so hard.
But yeah, but LA is awesome. Period. Just don't.
I mean, don't get me wrong. LA has a lot of benefits and a lot of beautiful things to it. It's just that for me, having living in other places and coming here, the number one thing that irritates me the most about the city is that I understand living in LA, for some reason you're going to pay more to live here.
Yeah.
Okay. But why is it acceptable to make me pay more but get so less in customer service, in quality? That's the part that I don't like. It's like, it's cool that, if I got to pay $2,000, but you tell me I can't call you to come fix the dishwasher, you know what I'm saying? Or you telling me it's something. I remember when I first moved here, was looking for places. You telling me you want $1,500 a month and I ain't got no kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's just crazy. That's the part that's crazy to me.
I can't think of that phrase, but it's something in demand. What is that called? Anybody remember?
Supply and demand.
Something in demand. But I was about to say that's really what it is.
But yeah, it is what it is, because what it is that if I don't want it, it's gonna be 10 more people that's gonna line up to get it.
Exactly.
That's gonna line up to want to get it.
Right. So it's fine.
So that's the part. That's the biggest part I don't like. And then second, of course, it's the traffic. You know what I mean? That's just.
And that's to show you that we're overcrowded. Like.
Oh no, this city is very overcrowded.
Yeah, it's just like, please, you guys, nowhere.
Like where I live at is crazy because, you have like.
And you're downtown, you say?
Like I'm like Koreatown downtown.
Yeah, that's just.
And so.
Child, where do you even park?
So that's what I'm getting to, is that in front of my building, it's nothing but meter parking.
Yeah.
And you can only pose a park there, for an hour.
Wow.
So if I'm at home and if I park in front of the building, I got to come down every hour to put money in the meter. You know what I'm saying? So like, it be some days like I be wanting to, if I am at home, like if I do get the chance to be at home, if I want to take a nap, I can't take one because I'm stuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck. I got to set my alarm every hour to come down and put money in the meter.
I have a question for you, because me and my roommate talk about this all the time. Every time you hear somebody that moves out here that's not from LA, they always go from that side, Koreatown or Tarzana or Burbank or nothing, but nobody comes to, the hood, and meaning the hood like Inglewood or Linwood or, South Central or any of those places that is not like that. We're not that crowded. But I don't want you guys to come there. But I'm just saying, why do you guys go there?
I'll tell you why. When I first got here and was looking for a place, it was the looking for an apartment or a place out here is the most headache thing in the world.
Okay.
I would literally, because I stayed in a hotel for the first 2 months I stayed there. You know what I'm saying? And so when I'd be up at night, on the apps looking for places, and then I would write them down, and so the next morning I would wake up early, about 9, 8. I'd get up at 8, 9, start calling places to be able to set appointments to come look at stuff. People don't answer the phone. So it wasn't that I wasn't looking, because I looked at places. I was trying to look at places in Inglewood and stuff like that. But people won't answer the phone. Okay. And then I would drive around and look for places that had, signs up. You would go there and they'll tell you, oh, we don't have no more vacancies. Then why you got the damn sign up?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Why so, and then it was a place in Hawthorne that I really, really did like. I really did like. I applied for it. They tell me, oh, your credit not good enough.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, I had never, ever been denied for an apartment. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Never got denied one. I just, just got done with 2 leases that shows that I paid my rent and everything.
Yeah.
They didn't give a damn. They was like, your credit score is not what we wanted to be, so whatever. So it came to a point where, because when I live in the hotel, my job is paying for this. You know what I'm saying? My job is paying for the hotel and everything. And so it was getting to the point where they were spending
too much.
Almost $2,000 a week, for me to stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't staying in no crappy little hotels.
Yeah.
And so it was coming to a point where they didn't say, like, hey, you need to get out. Yeah. But it was like becoming more of a hassle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With them paying my bill every week. You know what I'm saying? Paying the bill every week or 2 weeks that they was doing it. So I was like, I got to get my own place. Plus, I wanted my own place because all my stuff was in storage. Yeah. I couldn't get access to none of them. I had limited access to my stuff. So I finally, woke up one day. This place that was in Koreatown, it was cool. And it was one of the lowest rents that I had that somebody told me. And it was a studio, came with a full kitchen and everything. And I was like, shit, give it to me.
Got it. We always just wonder that, because it's just like everybody goes over there like, why? Is that the only thing you guys could see, or do people want to live in Hollywood? Because LA people do not go to Hollywood or live there.
No, and I realized that after being here for a minute, how much,
what's really happening.
Like, it's crazy how, like, I've been here for this short amount of time. I know a lot more stuff in the city than people that have been here born and raised. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
you do not mess with that side or something like that.
No, you do.
In Hollywood, I mean, like, at events and stuff for what I do, but if it's not benefits to it, I would prefer to stay off the 110 north.
All right. Well, we about to get ready to wrap this up. I want to start something different, going forward, and you're gonna be the first person. So off the main topic that we had today, I want you to give your advice for dudes going forward when it comes to this just rejection and DMing and stuff, period.
Rejection is really not rejection. It's just the truth. And do everything intentionally. So if you see someone and she looks like a F-buddy, then be honest about that. Like, it's summertime. I would like to keep this safe, so it's just like, I think that'd be really cool. After some day parties, we link up, we do this, do that. And, be intentional. I appreciate that. I have that. Was cool and safe. You guys have that understanding for me because I'm all about health. But if you see somebody that you want to move forward with, we are grown enough to, be intentional with that as well. I like you. I see building something with you. Maybe we can work on that. But stop being so sensitive. Y'all are men. We can sense that. And clearly you guys see that we don't like weakness. So just be intentional and bold. And if a girl tells you she have a boyfriend or she's not really messing with it, let it go. Why are you pulling on a little girl? Ain't no little girl gonna just, just be intentional. That is my main thing. Be intentional. If you want to slide in DMs, be forward and be kind and respectful. If she's not into it, let it go. If she's into it, get her number and move forward. But that's what I'm gonna say on that. But don't take it hard and stop being mean. Like, mean as in if a girl don't like you, bullying her as in harassing her. Like, you don't have to, if a girl says she's not interested, you don't need to be asking her why and why. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I don't have to tell you I don't like you because
Of course,
you're
yeah.
5'2". Why do I have to pick on you now? You're bullying me into being mean. I don't want to tell you why I don't like you. That's not even necessary. If I don't like you, I don't like you. So just take your L and keep it pushing. Period. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. And my thing before we get out of here, it's so funny though. It's easy for women to say that, but women cannot take rejection though.
We're not gonna say women can. Some people, some younger folks cannot. Like I said, I get rejected all the time, and I am okay.
No, you're okay, but some of them you can't stomach though.
I mean, yeah, nobody likes being rejected. You know,
Okay.
period. You hoping, you see somebody attractive, you want to move forward with them. You're putting, you don't answer and you tell them something, they like, nah. I'm like, all right, cool. Of course you're not going to feel the best, but you'll survive. And we've all been through it. If you're grown enough, because I'm not going to sit there and I like something and not going to say it. I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
She's so cute.
All right, so hey, that's another episode of Don't Blame Me, Blame Detroit. We up out of here. Peace out.
Bye.